week, we provided you with a China update, so this week we will provide you with a buyer's update for the North American market, as Lent is just around the corner, and buyers should be buying and booking products between now and March. We'll start this episode off by providing some upcoming fishery dates. The start of the new year is always met with the start of Alaska's Pacific Cod and Pollock A-season fisheries, where the proposed total allowable catch for the entire 2022-23 season is 1.56 million metric tons for pollock and 132,000 metric tons for Pacific cod. Alaskan snow crabs should start flowing again as Alaskan fishermen typically start harvesting Alaska's new season in January. However, supplies will still be extremely tight as this year's 2021-22 season had its total allowable catch drastically reduced to 5.6 million pounds. Compare that to last season's harvest of 45 million pounds. Canada's snow crab season typically starts around March-April and has consistently harvested about 70,000 metric tons or 150 million pounds of snow crab between spring to fall. The new Pacific Halibut season will get going in March as well, and with the International Pacific Halibut Commission's target level of fishing intensity of F43% reference, the 2022 TCEY would be 41.2 million pounds compared to 39 million pounds in the 2021 season. The final decision on Pacific halibut fishery limits for the 2022 season will be made on January 28th at the 98th session of the IPHC annual meeting. Moving on to supply conditions, our recommendation is to buy whatever you can and to focus on buying product that is already in North America or on the water. Just as we mastered just-in-time inventory practices, we should look at shifting back to building inventory reserves, as there does not seem to be an end in sight for supply chain constraints. Wild-caught and farm salmon supply continues to be short, with Chilean and Norwegian farm salmon pricing actually continuing its upward trend. New season wild Pacific salmon won't be available until Alaska and Russia's summer fisheries get going again around June. Inventories of Pacific cod and halibut, pollock, and haddock are all short, and in fact, haddock is forecasted to become less available over the coming months due to unfavorable harvesting conditions. On a brighter note, the supply of Dungeness crabs seems to be plentiful since the tri-state Dungeness fisheries from Washington to California actually opened on time and together on December 1st. In fact, Oregon, the largest Dungeness producing state, has already harvested over 12.8 million pounds with an ex-vessel value of $66.3 million, which is an outstanding start to the year according to Tim Novity with the Oregon Dungeness Crab Commission. Washington State has recorded over 4.69 million pounds of Dungeness crab harvested throughout the month of December in what is also said to be a strong start to the season. Inventories of tilapia seem to be in good supply in North America at the moment as well, with product ready to go on the west and east coast. For Pangasius production in Vietnam, although plants have not resumed production yet to COVID outbreaks, processing plants and the government want to get going as soon as possible to keep the economy moving. If you are not already, be sure to subscribe to our 3-Minute Market Insight using the sign-up form below to keep tuned into all upcoming market insights. Thank you for joining me for the Tradex Foods 3-Minute Market Insight. This has been Rochelle Ryerson reminding you to stay safe, buy smart, and eat more seafood.